Big things come in small packages. No, that's wrong. Little things come in big packages?
Or how about small things come in little packages, which is exactly what we have with Buick right here. So do we say bravo to the Encore? I don't know, we haven't looked at it yet.
The Encore is the smallest of Buick's SUVs, sliding in beneath the landmass Enclave and the Mama Bear Envision.
With lots of DNA from its parents, the Encore is like a fun-sized Snickers. It's a little piece of something pretty good.
There are 4 trim levels available on this baby Buick. The base 1 SV trim has a starting price just shy of $24,500 and comes standard with a leather-wrapped steering wheel, keyless open and start, an 8-inch infotainment touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, and USB charging capability. Graduating to the Preferred or Sport Touring adds remote start as well as some visual upgrades such as a rear roof spoiler and fog lamps. The highest Essence trim, we're driving the front-wheel drive version, really exploits the option sheets with leather-heated driver and front passenger seats, heated steering wheel, and extra safety features like rear cross traffic alerts and blind spot warning. The standard engine doesn't make tremendous power, but on the Sport Touring trim and above, an optional 1.4-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine can make for a more spirited drive experience. I've been driving this little nugget around with that turbo in it for almost a week, and folks, let me tell you, it's a fun little driver.
Checking off that optional engine upgrade will cost you another $895, but the benefits might be worth it when you get a little bit of extra power changing lanes in a hurry or getting onto freeway on-ramps.
The Encore's 6-speed automatic transmission helps shuttle the Encore's little frame with commensurate zest.
All-wheel drive will cost you an extra $1,500, but if you live in inclement weather or the driver, that's me, is looking for some extra traction, then that money might be well spent. Okay, a couple of things that I'm not super crazy about. The gas pedal sits a lot lower on the floor than the brake pedal, so flipping between the two of them, right now I'm getting a pretty serious shin workout. While I like this armrest, it has a nice contour right here and it's comfortable, I have yet to find a good seating position for myself. But I'm still trying. I love how quiet the Buick is. It's so nice. Nobody else has figured that out. It's so good. The next thing is this one. Sorry about the light, but GM, Buick, they won't let you disable the stop-start feature on the engine. Okay, that's all. 3 peeves and a like. Visually, the Encore is, well, a nice encore for Buick after the handsome Enclave. It has some distinct smarts and a little bit of personality. Which, let's face it, in such a crowded category, standing out is important.
All but one of the Encore's paint choices, Summit White, will cost you $395 extra, but the other names sound delicious. Ebony Twilight, Copper Tino, Deep Azure, Satin Steel, Winterberry Red. Yummy, right? The Encore's interior is well designed, but it never quite reaches full luxury levels of comfort offered in some of the other guys with that luxury moniker. I said moniker, not monocle.
Without overstating that this is Buick's smallest SUV, I will say that everything inside is very wee. The center console is teeny tiny. This thing here is great, but you kind of have to maneuver around the shifter and maybe even put this up to try and find your USB ports in here. And there are some cubbies, but you can't really fit anything very big in there. You guys, this is a tiny little bottle of water. If you do want to bring your friends, make sure they're the petite ones. I mean, they do try back here. There are some knee holes for those especially tall people, but no! James, save yourself. He's 6'3".
While we're on the subject of room, cargo space isn't spectacular with the rear seats up or down, but it lands mid-pack. A tiny bit more than the Volvo XC40, but less than the BMW X1. There aren't really any extra safety features to speak of on the base Encore trim, save 10 airbags and a rear backup camera. Graduating to the preferred or sport touring packages gets you rear cross traffic alerts and blind spot detection, but for extra coin. It's only on the highest Encore Essence trim where features become available that are standard on some non-luxury subcompact SUVs. Lane departure warnings, forward and rear parking assists, and forward collision alerts, to name a few. The Enclave's Mini-Me aims high, but doesn't quite stack up to the other luxury baby utes in its very competitive segment. The BMW X1, Lexus UX, Volvo XC40, and Mercedes GLA all do better in most categories. However, the Encore is not nearly as expensive as those models either. The highest Essence trim will cost about $35,000, which is around where the base price of all those aforementioned luxe models start.
We'd make the argument that the Encore makes a good high-end option for the more mainstream set.
The Chevy Trax, Honda HR-V, Toyota CHR, Nissan Kicks, and even the Mazda CX-3 are just a sampling of that group. With the Buick, you may pay a little more, but you get more little.
With so many choices, it's really hard to figure out which subcompact SUV is the right one. But with singular styling and excellent value, the Buick Encore might be an interesting choice. Even though it's a little itty-bitty, wee one. Tiny. Okay, that's all. 3 peeves and a like. That sounds like a movie. A bad movie that don't go see that. 3 peeves and a like.